Hi guys, hope you're good. So I was just watching a live on Fate's handle on Instagram earlier, and I just saw that his faithful fans have gifted him 10 million naira, and they were just doing the transfer at that very moment. You know why they were doing that. I told you that, that event is not going to be just about any events. Of course, he collaborated with Lagos Food Bank, just basically giving back to the society. And he did that because he just wanted to enhance what he has been doing. It's not that because he's out of, Big Brother House. And so, since he's out of Big Brother House, he just wants to get back to limelight or maybe play that PT card of, what community service. No, he has done that before. So that you don't start saying, is it not, is it because he now, is it because he was disqualified and is looking to get back to people's heart? No, no, no. I also saw people saying things like previously, some people saying things like the loan. People were yapping him about the loan that he gave, that he collected the loan to be in the Big Brother house, and now he has lost everything. Only God knows how he's going to pay back the loan. I just laughed. I said, with the numbers Faith has right now, with the numbers Faith has right now, the people who gave him the loan will not mind to double it. You guys don't get this thing called entertainment. You don't get it. Now, it's all about numbers, right? It's all about the amount of persons who solicits or get your product or know about your product, or but trust me, the people he got the loan from, it's not even these current Nigerian banks. It's just it's a pay service. Okay, I don't have the detail, but it's a pay service. The executive director is one Akintemi. Okay, he there was a picture of him sitting with him. I'm sure that they were having a discussion, and there and then there was a post on his Instagram story saying that something big is coming. So, the anyone who had given him a loan to get into the house, seeing these numbers and say they want to collect back the loan from him by force or by fire, without maximizing his popularity and collaborating with him and even give him more money, that company is not feeling fine. But let me just tell you this: the company is already collaborating with him, and I'm 1000% sure that they're giving him more money. In fact, they would even tell him to take more loan. Look, at the place where Faith is, Faith in a couple of months can triple. Am I saying triple? Can quadruple or even more whatever it is that Big Brother Nigeria gave. Say, Big Brother Nigeria is 150 million, 80 million in cash and 70 million in properties and stuff, right? That's what Big Brother is. What do you know that where Faith is standing now, with the long list of things that he needs to do and maybe the collaborations and the advertorials he needs to do, like he would do that. He would do that effortlessly. 150 million is nothing, So that's why I've always said, look, Big Brother Nigeria is the biggest platform on the African continent. In fact, you can even add Oceania, Australia, and even some other smaller continents, because you are now sitting on gold. So much so, what you can do is to, at the very best, sell yourself. That's why most of the things that happen in the Big Brother house are a microcosm of what you should expect outside. The focus more should be outside the house, not even what happens within the house, because within the house is limited. Yes, the cameras did good by showing you to the world, showing your intelligence, your abilities, your acting skill, Boboya, Boboya. Yeah, the cameras helped project you in that manner. But what you do with those numbers that followed you because of the cameras is what matters. And Faith has that. He even knows that. That's why when people troll at him, I'm like, are you guys kidding me? Now, some of you who know me know that I supported Emisi. It's not, I'm not hiding it, and I'm not going to sugarcoat it and say, oh, you're not changing your mind. No, I supported Emisi, and there was no time. There was no time I ever even used any derogatory language against him. But I've always said and maintained intelligence, he is focused, he's business minded, and also remember nobody knew he actually took a loan to get into the house. I mean, but for the video he did that he posted that has gathered over 200,000 views on YouTube, but for that nobody ever knew. He didn't even have to say it. Remember, but he just said it. I mean, he wants to let you know, and so what? So for those of you who are yabbing him, oh, 5 million, 5 million, 5 million naira loan, and then you, but he even showed that it was even clearer to me that no wonder he was business minded, because somebody who is not business minded will not be in the house doing anyhow. Do you understand what I'm saying? Even the 38 million naira car that he got from Innocent will pay that 5 million naira more than 5 times. So what are we saying? So he was business minded. That was why he wanted to win everything. He wanted to be on the winning team every time. He took that the competition seriously. And guess what? That he's serious taking his jobs, was what got him into the trouble that he had with Sultana that got him eventually disqualified. Are you getting this story? Now, when you are giving task, when you are running alone, you are running alone, right? You know nothing stops you from doing whatever you want to do. You are running alone, and you can wake up in the middle of the night to do your own thing. You can wake up in the middle of the day and say, this is the time I want to do my own. You can, and then you prepare for the task maybe later in the evening, right? But this particular one, the task was a group task. And even him within the group, he always wants to isolatedly do certain things because he has cudgeled it and he knows how to think through certain things. That's why he came out like somebody who was braggadocious, or who tells another housemate, you can't win without me, because he got it. He got it. All right, he has it all covered. Haven't said that. Now, when that issue happened up with Sultana, where he got disqualified, it was because he wanted to take his task seriously. That was the reason why this thing happened. They gave them the task. He had gone to call Sultana to come, and Sultana did not refuse to come at the time he wanted them to come. And then it was later on that Sultana now came and then started trying to change everything and how the dynamics was. And so the bucket was now the center of the whole discussion, because all the things they were going to use for that particular task was in that bucket. And so Sultana, wanted to take away the bucket. But Faith, in his mind, says, you know what? No, I mean, you can't just come late to this our meeting and then want to. So you could tell that it was because of how serious he was with his task. That's why it looked like he was overly emboldening or burdening people to do the task at the time that he wanted. And at that moment, if he was the head of house, it could have been a totally different ball game. He wasn't head of house. Yes, he has been head of a house before, and people obeyed him. He had his rules. He had his thing. But for that particular moment, that's part of the reason. If you now start twisting back, you can now start seeing the reasons why certain things were happening. Some of you who had certain opinions a few weeks back, I'm sure by now you're not changing those opinions. Some of you that had some opinions 4 weeks back are now beginning to change your opinion. And For me, it wasn't even about, whether he was good or he was not good. It was about the way and manner that altercation happened with, Sultana. But it's all gone now. What I'm trying to say in essence is the the attention that Big Brother has given to you, use it to drive the entire system. What I mean, use it to drive emotion, use it to drive an outstanding capacity of you to get things done. That is exactly what Big Brother is about. Don't go there and saying it's fashion, fashion. Yes, there's an element of fashion. Yes, there's an element of entertainment. But entertainment is serious business. It's serious business. From now on, you don't even know. Okay, take a look at it. Apart from Faith, there are other people who have actually gotten some amount of monies, gotten phones, gotten wares, gotten gifts. It's a business, and until you start looking at it like a business, you will be left out completely. I am so much excited about what has happened today. Aside him going to do community service, he in the middle of the whole thing, the faithfuls gave him a check of 10 million naira and they transferred that money immediately. And that was stunning. Absolutely stunning. That's the first I'm seeing ever happen right in our own eyes. We've seen people receive big, checks without the money being shown. But Faith actually showed to the camera, the money being transferred to him. Faith showed it, and people, and as they were giving him the card, they were telling him that people are already transferring the money to his account. That is crazy, man. And they said, guess what? It's just a token that more that are coming, faithfuls around the world. It's crazy, man. So, a few things I have mentioned that I thought that everyone could take away from this is Big Brother Bbnaija house is not a place to just go and play away your heart, or maybe it's entertainment and just go and do whatever you want. Sell yourself. I think it's much more selling yourself as a product that somebody can use to achieve their goal than going there for relationship to keep you in the house. I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to say. People go in there and in order to stay longer in the house, they want to always, they want to always cling to somebody who can ship, and then because Nigerians like shipping people, or like all this relationship live, telemundo, no, I don't know what to call it, nonsense. All those telemundo stories that we hear and see every day, that Nigerians like it, and so if they see the ship and the ship feels good, and they keep them in the house. Much more than that, you can do that ship. At the end of the day, you lose that relationship. Not just losing that relationship, you also lose brands, especially when brands see you in the light of you were shameless, you did a lot of things in the house that people are not excited or happy about, and because of that, they can identify with you. I don't know if you understand. Yeah, because you can have a relationship in the house that is clearly platonic, and people know it's platonic. It's not the one that everybody sees that una don't do am. Even under the duvet they shake every moment, and duvet they shake every market day. So it's a platform for you to sell yourself. And Faith did not go in there. If you watch closely, Faith did not go in there to look for girlfriend or to hang with girl, but he has openly said one or two persons he likes. He has said he liked Sultana. Somebody else has said he likes. He says like if you want one or two persons, but you would gladly not see him in any romantic space, or under a duvet doing jiggy jiggy jiggy, or doing goody 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 like the likes of Jason J, the likes of Brad Morgan, the likes of, you will never catch him doing that. But when it comes to trying to deliver his job, the task, the team, he would always put his best, because he knew where he was coming from. He knew that he had collected loan, and those loans must be paid back. Guy, that's a business-minded person. And like I said, watch in another few months. A few months is even too much, but I'm just saying, give or take. this guy will make more than what Bbnaija give the winner. And so I keep saying this thing: being disqualified is not the end of anybody's world. Being disqualified is not a stamp on your future of what you can achieve. I'll give an example of those who have been disqualified before. Thatcher, Erica. Thatcher that won Guinness World Record for more than 145 makeover in 24 hours. Go and look at her trajectory since she left. It's from one endorsement to another, from one brand to another, and she has been better for it. Yes, Erica. Do you want to talk about Erica? Should we start mentioning the brands that are begging her? Should we start mentioning the movies that she's acted on? We should start mentioning the money that she got. That when Thatcher and Erica left, the money that they gave the people that won that season, they made it, they got it. Their fans gifted them that. So let people stop this what's this thing, this backbiting, this I see on the live people were still trying to they're still trying to curse out on him and something. Somebody was even referring to the loan that he took when the 10 million naira was given. And by the way, for the pictures and videos of the 10 million naira that was given to him, it's on my community tab. So just go there and view it yourself. I just did a snapshot. I was not quick enough. I would have used my other phone to do videos, but I'm going to bring up the videos later on. All right, I'm going to post the videos later on, but just have that as an appetizer. But I want to appreciate you guys. I really, really want to appreciate you more. Man, this is stunning, and we're in for it.